Hello, this is J. Edgar Casey, and whenever I am listening to fine podcasts, I tune into your head program because it's very clean.
You join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's into your head, the temporarily daily breakfast show for Tuesday. We've a lot to get on with today. Items that need to be attended to, issues that need to be dealt with, topics. We've got lots and lots of topics. We got topics flying around all over the place, hitting me in the face. There's topics. There's a topic bar. I didn't have one, but I saw them up in the shop this morning. Although that's a lie. But I was in the shop, and I'm pretty sure they sell topic bars. I just didn't happen to see them this morning, but I have seen them, and I have purchased them, although not very often because they taste like crap. Topic bars are one of the most disgusting confectionery items known to man. They're a short cry away from the freaking Hershey bars that you remember. They're disgusting. Hershey bars they're basically a pile of crap pressed together in the shape of a Hershey bar, which is probably illegal. If you're passing off crap as Hershey bars, then you're creating a fake product using someone else's brand. Hershey have every right to pursue you through the courts, and have you dealt with in an appropriate manner. Just like the rioters in London. The rioters in London are no better than the people who were pressing bits of crap, putting bits of crap to a chocolate bar making machine and dry freezing them and making them into fake Hershey bars. If you're one of the rioters in London, you're no better than that. Why would you? If you're going to fake something good. Don't fake a Hershey bar. Fake a frigging, I don't know, fake a Cadbury Caramello or something, or a Mars bar. Fake a cornetto, one of the more expensive cornettos. Fake one. Don't go fake. You don't go faking crap. The whole idea of crap is that it's crap. If you're going to make a fake version of crap, it's probably going to have an even smaller street value than real, genuine crap. That's why people make fake Nike shoes. They get a mold of some Nike shoes. They put some crap in it, but they don't sell the crap. They just use the crap to make the mold, and they wrap the crap and they dry freeze the crap that's the shape of a shoe, and they put some plastic around it. And then when it's all set, they have a plastic mold with which they can make fake Nike shoes in the shape of a real Nike shoe. I suppose they could sell them to Madame Tussauds. They have Madame Tussauds in other countries. We don't have them here. It's some sort of a thing in England. It's one of those places where they make fake people and put them on display like a museum. They make waxwork models of famous superstars. They have models of Freddie Mercury standing up there with his microphone going, "Hello, I'm Freddie Mercury, but I'm not really. I'm just a waxwork model. I marvel at how realistic I am. Even though you know damn well I'm a fake. You've paid to see me. But apparently this is legal. So you're not allowed to sell fake Nike shoes, but you can make fake people and put them in a frigging museum, have them made of wax, and charge people €85 to visit them, and then have an overpriced cappuccino in the cafe. Apparently that's all perfectly legitimate and above board. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. The world is going absolutely stark raving mad, as I believe I discussed yesterday. We've got rioters in London. We've got the American stock markets going through the basement floor. How can you go through the floor of a basement? It's fucking ridiculous. The floor of a basement is basically molten lava. It goes down to the centre of the earth and out the other side in Australia, and then up into space. But it'll be the other, Australia. I suppose you get a good view of the other side of the world from there. But no, you won't be able to do much with it. You'll get stuck out in space, and you won't be able to get home because you've lost all the money on the stock market that's gone through the basement. Although, does it cost any money to come back from space? If you manage to launch yourself up into space in a space station, does it cost you money to get you home? I suppose it does. You have to send a shuttle to get you. You have to get one of those old space shuttles that are currently sending off to the museums and say, "Hello, before you smash that up, would you mind sending it up to collect me? Because I seem to be stuck up in space here for some reason." I'm not sure what happened. One minute I was happily sitting on my third floor looking at my stocks and shares, just like your man in Your man in Wall Street did. He was sitting, he got out of bed with some woman about 5 in the morning, and he sat down at his 1980s computer and started looking up stocks at 6 in the morning. Just like him, except less successful. Although, no. Spoiler, I don't have to go giving away spoilers to movies from the 1980s that you may wish to watch at some point because you've seen the sequel recently. No. You're not allowed to. It's very controversial to be giving out spoilers to things. It's just like the copyright thing. Everything is copyright for 85 years now, and spoiler alerts are in effect for 70 years on everything. You can't give away the ending for at least 70 years. You have to wait for everyone in yours and the next generations to have a chance to see it. And then after that, you can... there'll probably be 70 years' time now. It'll be like Disney. Everyone will be coming along applying to extensions for spoiler alerts. They'll say, people are living longer now. We need to have longer spoiler alert periods. So people have a chance to see stuff. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. So it is absolutely ridiculous. Thank Christ I made it all up. That's all I can say. If some of the stuff that was on this program was true, this world would be completely fucked. Thank Christ for fantasy and making stuff up. No. If you're listening to this on another planet and you're listening into this, most of this is made up. Don't panic. We're not really like... Humanity is not really like this. There aren't really people running around rioting in the streets of London. You don't have 70-year-long spoiler alerts in effect. There's no such movie as Wall Street. When we crash with our money, we don't go flying through the basement and out to Australia and out into space. So don't go waiting out at the other end of space for us. What else? I don't know. All of this is untrue. But thanks for listening anyway. I wonder if the aliens listen to this, does it come true on my Blueberry stats? Or does it affect my iTunes chart rating? I don't know. Incidentally, if you're listening and you're not using iTunes, please at least do me a favour and subscribe in iTunes. It's free and it helps me up the iTunes charts, and it helps more people find the show. Just freaking well do it. I know you hate iTunes and I know it's a pile of crap. You just have to download it, go to the store, find Into Your Head, hit subscribe, download a show or two and then close it and never think of it again. It's absolutely fantastic. Helps me enormously. Thank you very much in advance. Thank you in advance. And thank you after the fact if you've already done it. And thank you both if you've listened to this, then done it, and then come back and listen to it again. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, there we go. Where are we? We're here, basically. We're 7 minutes and 45 seconds into this segment. I think this is going to be the first segment of the show. Not to be giving you too much behind the scenes information, but I think that's how I'm going to arrange it today. This is going to be the first segment of the show, and then the next one will be the next one. If the next one turns out to be more suited to going before this, that will be decided later. I'm not a frigging psychic. I can't predict how the next segment is going to go, whether it'll be more beginning-y of the show-y than this. But at the moment, this is the beginning of the show. Although, no, not really now, because we're 8.5 minutes in. But this will be the first segment. I think I'll follow this up with one of our listener-donated voiceover-y things. Here we go. Good morning.
Fridays on Into Your Head are Open Line Fridays. If you have a topic for Open Line Fridays, please visit intoyourhead.com/Fridays.
Hey everyone, Brian Jude here, and I'd like to talk to you about the film that I'm making, The Miracle Man. I had a campaign a while ago to raise some development funds, and I find myself needing some more funds for especially legal fees. If you've contributed before, thank you very much, and if you haven't, here's a chance to do so. Go to tinyurl.com/mmfund2. That's tinyurl.com/mmfund and the number 2. And you can check out the different perks that I have to offer there for your contributions. And if you have contributed before, feel free to contribute again, or in either case, please spread the word, especially if you know people who might be interested in funding this kind of thing. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks and take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's me again. Welcome to segment 2 of today's Into Your Head temporarily daily breakfast show. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, I think so. I think it's being a reasonable, acceptable bollocks. This isn't adding anything to the. This isn't bringing anything to the lunch. Is that what they say? No, bringing anything to the table. That's what they say. If you bring something to the lunch. I suppose that's the same thing. If you bring something to the table, that's more broad. Bringing something to a lunch assumes that the situation is lunch related. But bringing something to the table, that could be that doesn't even have to be a meal. It's a much broader statement. You could be bringing something to the office meeting table. You could be bringing something to the water table, whereby you come up with some new technology to help. To help dams last for longer, or you could be bringing something to the, I suppose the table up in Parliament. Do they have tables? No, they don't have tables in Parliament. Usually they have one in front of the speaker fella. Some fella or some woman sitting there making notes. But no, the people, the MPs and the TDs and the senators, they don't have tables in front of them. They might have a little bit of a shelf, or they don't have they don't have any proper table to speak of. And why would they? They're there to talk and to listen. They're not there to have a frigging sit-down meal. They're there to do the legislative work of this country. There's more to. If they want to use a table, they can go off to their offices or go to the canteen, depending on what use they're going to put the table to. No, there's more to life than installing tables everywhere. We have them in. I know what you're thinking there. You're thinking we have them in frigging aeroplanes. You have a fold-up table in front of everyone, and it's not a problem. Well, I know that, but that's just because you have them in aeroplanes. That doesn't mean tables in aeroplanes are there to keep you occupied. They're there so that half an hour after takeoff they can start serving you something and keep you distracted. They'll go around serving you things. Doesn't matter what it is. They could be serving you. They could be serving you a cat bed on a sausage, and you wouldn't mind. It's something to keep you busy and distracted. Everyone looks around them saying, we need some entertainment here. Come and serve us something. Keep us busy. And then people stuff their faces for half an hour, and that's another half of the flight gone, and everyone's happy. And then they go spend another half hour queuing for the toilets, and then they watch the movie, and that's another bit of the flight gone. And then someone comes around with beverages. They said, would you like a glass of water? We're legally required to give you a glass of water so you don't die. So would you like a glass of water, or would you like to buy something very expensive that'll dehydrate you? Whichever you like. Don't mind me. I just want. Don't mind the fact that I don't get anything out of this giving you free water. No. Anyway, that's aeroplanes for you. But no, parliaments are not aeroplanes. It would be. I suppose it would be good if they were. Now that we're having this thing where we're having the we're having the European Parliament. If the European Parliament was an aeroplane, that would be useful because they could go around from country to country picking up the MEPs. That would save a lot of money. Or would it? I suppose it would be a very big aeroplane. It would be very expensive to run. But at the moment, all the MEPs have to go off every month to Brussels on separate aeroplanes, so they can represent me in Brussels. In our case from Ireland, it's usually sitting up at the back listening. They don't get a word in edgeways. Although at least nowadays they talk about Ireland a lot in Brussels. They say, Ireland, we're giving them a lot of money. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. We're bailing them out. Let's talk about it here. And some Irish fella, the Ireland South representative, is sitting up at the back looking red-faced and embarrassed, saying, it's not my fault. The banks did it. It wasn't me. We're just trying to get by. No. That's European democracy for you. Absolutely fantastic. We've an election every few years, and we elect a couple of representatives for Ireland South and a couple of representatives for Ireland North. I can't remember if there's an East and a West. I'm not sure. It's possible nowadays to have a North and a South without having an East and a West. You put half of the East is in the South and half of the East is in the North. But I'm not sure if that's the case with the European European constituencies make up. Not that I used to follow this stuff a lot. I used to listen to the news for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours every day. But no, now I just listen to crap like this. I listen to crappy podcasts on the internet, such as, for example, this one. Absolutely fantastic. Where are we? We're about 15 minutes and 45 seconds altogether, I'd say. So we just have to fill up another few minutes and we're done for today. Done and dusted, and then we'll be on to Wednesday. I might make a start on Wednesday next. Because this isn't live. I don't know if you realize. This is not if this was live, I could just go on Twitter now and say hello. Tune into this. Tune into my station to hear me recording live a thing. I don't know. I could crowdsource. I could get everyone else to record it for me, and that would save me a bit of disk space, I suppose. I don't know. That doesn't even make any sense. Neal, stop saying stuff that doesn't make sense. You're going, you're just filling. So this is just filler now. It's like it's like one of those they have a chicken and sweet corn and stuffing filler, and it's basically just a pile of crap. I suspect it's all stuffing. How can you have all your stuffing if you won't have any pudding? No, I'm confused. How can you have any pudding if you don't have any meat? But that's not what I was referring to. No. What I was referring to was how can it be a stuffing and chicken if it's mostly stuffing? Surely to Christ, if it's stuffing, it needs to be surrounded completely by chicken. Otherwise, it's just a topping or a thing that you put on top of something, a garnish. In order for it to qualify as a stuffing, it has to be completely surrounded by chicken, or at least it has to have been completely surrounded by chicken at some point, and the chicken has to be mixed in with it then in the pot of chicken sandwich filler, if it's going to be called chicken and stuffing. Although I suppose I don't know. Who am I to say? There's probably some rule written down somewhere about how much chicken you have to have in it before you can say it's a chicken and stuffing sandwich filler. I don't know. They could call it a stuffing chicken filler, I'd say. Do you want something to fill your chicken with? Well, here's a stuffing-based chicken filler. It's the chicken helper it's the hamburger helper of the chicken stuffing world. It's absolutely fantastic. You stuff it into your chicken, and then you stuff your chicken into the sandwich, and then you stuff the sandwich into your face, and then you go home happy. You say, I've had a lovely chicken stuffing a sandwich that can be comparable to a chicken stuffing sandwich. I'm not sure whether it constitutes real chicken or stuffing, but it certainly did the job for me. I can tell you I won't have to eat again till dinner time. Absolutely fantastic. That's what you'll say if you have an ounce of positivity in you anyway. You could be all negative like everyone and go around saying, oh, that was crap. Admittedly, I'm full up, but still crap. I'm going to be hungry again in another 8 hours. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. You could be like that, or you could be positive. You could say, positive. Just be careful there, because 2 positives is a negative, if I remember rightly. So have an odd number of positives just to keep her on the upside, and then you'll be fine. Anyway, good morning.
Sit, Kofi, sit.
Help support this free podcast. Make a one-off donation of any amount, or sign up for a recurring payment giving as little as €2 a month over 6 months. Remember, you don't need a PayPal account to leave a tip. You can even use that cute little debit card that the bank fobbed you off with. Just visit intoyourhead.com/tipjar for all the details. That's intoyourhead.com/tipjar.
Good cat. Sit, Kofi, sit. Good cat.